This is salt affected soil. Nothing can be grown here. Water doesn't percolate.
While the whole this land area is waterlogged in the monsoon seasons, the water will inserted into the soil through this bungroo, through these perforated holes. So water will go inside the soil and it will store into the soil aquifer. As the water is stored into the soil aquifer, we can easily lift it out this water for the irrigation purpose in the lean season.
પાકતું નહીં બસ કાઠિયાવાડ મજૂરી કરવા જતા રહેતા.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carole Strawn from the League of Women Voters of Utah, and I live in Salt Lake City. Last December, I got to observe the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Madrid, COP25, for the League of Women Voters of the United States. The BBC video you just saw shows the most exciting and most relevant idea for Utah that I ran into at COP25. The bungroo, or big straw, water system, developed by Trupti Jain and her husband Tripti Patel, reclaims soil fertility and moisture from the ravages of climate change. Developed jointly with smallholder women farmers in northwestern coastal India, the big straw has been adapted to different terrains in Ghana and Vietnam also. The bungroo evens out the moisture content of the soil so that crops can be grown year-round, transforming the lives of thousands of families in 12 states of India. For this work, Trupti and Biplab won the Climate Gender Champion Award from the United Nations Green Climate Fund for outstanding climate change efforts in developing countries. Today, we will learn more about how they invented the big straw, how it works, and how the idea might help with Utah's water challenges. Here's Trupti. Trupti, it's great to talk with you. Can you tell us where you're speaking from now?
Oh, hi, Carole. First of all, thank you very much for such a nice introductions. And thanks a lot for taking initiatives to participating in these symposiums to the up to these presentations. Yes, I am based in Ahmedabad, Gujarat state of India, which is located in the western part. And our field area is located nearer to India-Pakistan border, semi-arid region and desert area.
So, Trupti, you and Biplab were already working with a community of smallholder women farmers when they asked you to help them with the problems they were having growing food for their families. Can you say more about the weather patterns that were causing crops to fail?
Yeah, Carole, it is a semi-arid regions and it is near to desert area. So this area is affected with the desertification impact. So that means the land is saline. So when the salt deposited on the upper crust of the layer, the percolation capacity of the soil is reduced. So whatever the little area, the little rain is very little. It is 4 to 5 days in a year. But whatever the rain is there, land is get waterlogged. from 15 days to 2 months period of time. So it is a problem. They could not grow the crop in the monsoon season, and the summer and winter they don't have the groundwater facilities. So what happens that although they have the piece of land, it is not cultivable, and the rain pattern is also very erratic. It is delayed now because of the climate change impact. It has a very high amount of the rain in a lower period of time, and also the rain patterns is also getting changed day by day. I mean, frequent occurrence of the drought and flood is happening since last 1 decade.
I think you said that the aquifer is 1,500 feet deep, so that the women can't even get water from a well. That's too deep to afford to dig for. And you said that the summer, how hot did you say it got in summer?
Oh, that is, I completely forgot to tell you that I'm talking about just the monsoon season and water talking about. This summer is also equally bad over here because it has the nearly 113 degree Fahrenheit. Its temperature reaches up to that.
113 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes. And so that makes their life more worse. And at that time, they don't have the water for drinking also.
So the soil was too wet in the monsoon season, too dry in the summer and winter, and too salty to grow anything. So how does the Bungaroo fix that?
Yes, that's why this is the situation, weather, climatic situation and soil situation of this area. That's why the community need our support to improve their livelihood standard. So we have the Viplav, me, farmers, and many experts has involved 6 to 8 years to evolve this Bungaroo, means a big straw.
A big straw.
How does it works? It is, yes, a big straw. It is the cylindrical structures. So our local women call them is the Bungaroo in vernacular language, but its structure is like a very big straw. How does it works? It injects the excess farm water while in the monsoon, whatever the little rain is there, the land gets waterlogged. So first of all, what we are doing, we are collecting the excess farm water, inject it into the soil stratas and store it over there. So we collect the excess farm water into the hungry soil stratas so that land gets water free and farmer can grow the crop over here. From the same straw, the smaller straw, we are injecting into it and pumped out the water for the irrigation purpose in winter or summer season, mostly in winter season. So there is no crop. Now there are the farmers can take at least 2 crops, minimum 2 crops in a year. Carole?
Wonderful. So I believe that the women farmers own the Bungaroo as a group of 6 or 8. Can you say more about how you came up with that way of managing the device?
Oh, that's the really very exciting and nice questions and it's close to my heart. As I mentioned earlier that because it took 6 to 8 years to evolve these innovations,
Right.
So what happened in this 6 to 8 years period of time that the women farmers has contributed in it a lot. We all know that the women are doing major agriculture activities since years. but that is the unpaid activities like household activities. So women knowledge in agriculture was never recognized. But while we are working for them to provide the solution for their problems, they involved a lot. And we found that women has a tremendous knowledge, not only about their soil status, about their water, about the weathering patterns of the since last few decades. I mean, tremendous. And moreover that they have the patience. I mean, sometimes men say, forget it, we can't do it.
The
But
patience.
women say no. Yeah. So women women are telling no, we are not giving it up, we will do some other way, we will find some other solutions for particular things. And so that contribution is lot. Now the thing is that when we develop this innovation, the nature has supported us. I mean, because the one unit is able to serve the 20 to 22 acres of the land. In this area, the smallholder farmers have 3 acres of the land, 2 acres of the land, maximum 3 acres of the land. So to increase the cost effectiveness of this bungalow, it should work in a group. So 5 to 7 persons group. Now we all know that to work in a group is very difficult for the men compared to women. And nature has given us an opportunity to give back whatever the women has contributed to us, to give back to them through giving the bungalow rights to this women group. So it solves 2 purposes. One is that the women are able to, I mean, very well managed in a group and one bungalow, distribution of water, seed selections, labor sharing, etc. And thus we have increased we are able to increase the cost effectiveness of these innovations. And second, that whatever the women had contributed in developing this technology, we are able to give them back. Yeah, over to you.
Trupti, would you just tell about how you knew that the strata, where the strata was that would hold the water you wanted to inject from the monsoon? How did the women help you find that out?
Oh, we did nothing. Women know. I tell you, because women has a very traditional knowledge, and I mean they have the wisdom too. So they found that grandmother, for example, I'm just giving one example over here about the knowledge of the women. That grandmother was withdrawing the water from the ground up to 40 feet or 60 feet or maximum 80 feet. So they know that the soil has the capacity to retain the water. But we have just extracted the water more and more. Now the water level is up to 1,000 feet, or some areas it is up to 1,500 feet deep.
Right.
So because we have extracted the water, but we have not given them back, that doesn't mean that soil doesn't have the capacity to retain the water.
Right.
That's what they told us. And we use this knowledge to find the hungry soil status, to store the water. And you won't believe that the one unit can serve minimum 400,000 liters to maximum 40 million liters of the water in one season.
Amazing. And that knowledge that the women had that went back to generations for hundreds of years, they were able to tell you, and you were able to use that to make the bungalow work. So Trupti, tell me more about how you and Biplab do the financing to be able to keep donating the bungalow technology to smallholder women farmers on a continuing basis.
Okay, yeah, that is a very, very good question, because we are the social enterprise. Why we are social enterprise? Because we are investing our profit to support the smallholder farmers. So
let me just, excuse me, let me just clarify. You, a social enterprise, you're allowed to make a profit legally, but you're also allowed to get grants.
I'm coming to that point. So means we have the hybrid financial models. Hybrid means we earn the revenue from the rich and middle level farmers and institutions and corporates and governments and earn the profit out of it. And second hand, we are investing our profit for the smallholders, as well as we are receiving the grants from the international agencies. Like we were the winner of the Securing Water for Food of USAID program, UK aid grants, and those are we are utilizing it for supporting to the GIZ. For the smallholders. So yeah, this is the social enterprising.
That is fabulous. So Trupti, now you're installing the bungaroo in places like Ghana and Vietnam. How do you find that the big straw concept adapts to different terrains and climates?
Yeah, that is also the very nice questions. I mean, I can speak it on for hours, but I can just tell you that while we have involved the bungaroo technologies for particular area, then we found gradually that because of media publicities and other things, people are not people have reached us from the various part of the India and global that they have these problems. So we tried to solve their problems, and we have designed till date the 17 different designs, which is adaptable in different geo-hydrological situations. So as a part of it, we have successfully piloted it in Vietnam. We have successfully piloted in Ghana, Bangladesh, and now moving to Rwanda.
So here in Utah, climatologists are telling us that our climate is warming twice as fast as the global average, and that our main water source, snowpack, will keep dwindling. We'll be getting more precipitation as rain, not snow, and it'll come down hard and fast down our mountainsides. Trupti, in your experience, does the big straw help in a situation like that?
Okay, with my little knowledge of Utah weather situations and geohydrological locations, I never come to that, but I will love to come over there. But right now I can tell you about this one. That snow will not may not be useful for injecting into the soil stratas, but the melting snow when there is a some warm weather or something, that when the snow is melting, at that time we can, and that water is runoff, as you said. I mean, it is not utilized properly. So that
so what would it take?
We can store in space.
So Trupti, what would it take for you to help us test whether the bungaroo is a feasible idea for the Salt Lake watershed?
Okay, yeah, we do the first, we need the data. I can send you the data sheet, which have nearly 21 variables. If you feel that one, we will do it free of cost analysis of that one. We use the satellite data, some of the satellite data and secondary data for it. So that we are able to understand the feasibilities of the technology over there.
I see.
Then we will do the geo survey, then the soil strata surveys. Then we have to do the drilling of the bungaroo, and these are the major steps.
So now we turn the question to the viewer. How could the idea of flood capture underground work on the Wasatch Front? To start a conversation with the inventors of the Big Straw, go to their social enterprise website, niritaservices.com, or contact me, Carole Strawn, at climate@lwvutah.org. We'll put a slide at the end so you can see those contact places. So, Trupti, it's been wonderful talking with you. Hope to talk to you again soon, and have a good night. Bye. Goodbye.
Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye, Carole.
Bye.